The gig economy is failing. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here, and welcome to another episode of Heise Says. I've got my Steiner coffee, and I thought we'd have a look at this article about food delivery businesses in the gig economy, and how no one is winning. Now, I've done this before. When I was doing Uber a couple of years ago, over the holiday period, I was doing some food deliveries, and I can tell you from personal experience, nothing is more depressing than taking a bag of disgusting junk food to a house where the person just looks like a stereotype. I felt like a drug dealer taking a bag of sugary crap to that person that was just going to help them die that little bit quicker. So yes, I've got experience with food delivery. The worst was, and I'll story time now, was when I went to Hooters to pick up some baked potatoes for someone living in a mansion on the Gold Coast beachfront. Baked potatoes, and Hooters. Why the hell would you order them from Hooters? Seriously, the world, we're living in clown world, everyone. We are living in clown world. And this is just the stereotypical millennial chick that was ordering it. So, baked potatoes, guys, potatoes. These are the people that would burn water. Anyway, the turning point for Vincent Piccolo came when Uber Eats cancelled a gelato order that had already been prepared, even though the delivery driver was standing right in front of him. We lost the sale, the driver wasted his time, and the diner got no food, he said. The manager of Art at Gelati Michelangelo in Sydney. He decided to take family-owned Art of Gelato off the Uber Eats platform. For me, it didn't feel right, he said. Everyone feels like they are winning, but nobody is winning. And there you go, there's the truth. No one is winning. I know I had to, people were ordering stuff right in the middle of a mall. So it took 10 minutes to walk in there, 10 minutes to walk out. It just didn't make any sense. The launch of Uber Eats in Australia, market 3 years ago, transformed the restaurant industry. Alongside its competitors, Deliveroo, Menulog, and recently arrived DoorDash. It's a significant market. Deloitte valued online food delivery at $1.3 billion for 2019 in its Future of Food report commissioned by Uber Eats. It's a catch-22. You're doomed with them, and you are doomed without them. I mean, this is not fair on the restaurateurs, guys. I never understood how, when I was just driving some stuff up the road, I'd do it between passenger gigs. You'd get like $7. I didn't understand where the money was coming from. And now I do when I've learned a bit more about it. However, the numbers don't stack up for some businesses. Art of Gelato, Michelangelo, has an estimated turnover of less than $2 million a year. At its peak, up to 15% of turnover was coming through Uber Eats. But Piccolo still decided to pull the pin. Not only was he worried about the impact on his business's reputation and about liability for delivery drivers, but he was also struggling to make a profit from the platform. There you go. They're not making any money from this. Particularly in an environment when there is so much scrutiny on restaurateurs to pay award wages. There is also a double standard when people will happily jump on Uber Eats and know that the driver and restaurant are getting screwed over, he said. Well, that's the reality of what people are like. They're all talk. Most of people are all bloody talk. They don't give a crap. They'll buy imported stuff because it's cheaper. They're all talk. So here we go. Uber Eats, up to 38% of the commission. Wow. That's crazy. 53.9% reported an increase in revenue, but a decrease in profit. 2.8% an increase in revenue and profit, and 13.3% no change. Look at that. Over 50% are losing money. Losing money going through this. What's the point in your revenue going up if your profit doesn't? So he's not alone in his concerns. Andrea Defoe, owner of Binco Latte in Melbourne's Elwood, said he had issues every day with Uber Eats, including ice cream melting and tubs destroyed in transit. After 1 year of being on the platform, when considering the additional fees to sell his gelati, he said financially it was probably not worth being on there. We've had issues every day. People picking up the food and stealing or eating from the bags, or they drop it off in front of the house and someone else will steal it. Mr. DeFori said, "It's more for exposure that we do it, because people order it, and if they like the product, then they'll come into the shop." Well, there you go. They're trying to use this as marketing, as a loss leader to market. Will it actually work? "We do find it works for us in winter rather than in summer. As soon as the weather starts to get better, it kind of died off. People don't like to go out in winter. They just want to sit on the couch with a tub of ice cream." Well, yeah, we can all relate to that. The Restaurant and Catering Association's 2019 Industry Benchmarking Report asked its members for the first time to provide feedback on the impact of food delivery platforms on their businesses. Of the 656 businesses who responded, 53.9% indicated they had experienced an increase in revenue but a decrease in profit. Another 2.8% said they had experienced an increase in profit as well as revenue, while 13.3% indicated no change. While Art of Gelati has been able to survive without Uber Eats, many food businesses in Australia feel locked in to the food delivery platforms. And just remember, guys, where Uber Eats is based. This isn't an Australian innovation. It's all over in the States. Here we go. This is the Deliveroo Editions kitchen, yeah. Tim Rossen-Strauss, co-owner of Burger Head in Penrith, uses Uber Eats, Deliveroo and Menulog for his burger restaurant. "It's a catch-22. You're doomed with them and you're doomed without them," he said. "The commission they take is the biggest killer." The commission charged to restaurants by food delivery platforms is as high as 38%. They advertise it as bringing you extra customers. "We had to start paying for customers we already had," he said. "It puts a squeeze on already tight margins, but if we drop off these platforms, these customers go to competitors." He said the rise of the food delivery platforms has caused the drop in quality, with customers ordering food that was not designed to be delivered. Burgers start going soggy and cold, and fries suffers the same fate, he said. Well, none of this food is keto anyway, so you shouldn't be eating it, guys. It's all unhealthy. Too many carbs in that. Get rid of the buns. Put lettuce on there. However, he said customers see this as the fault of individual food businesses such as Burger Head rather than a problem with Uber Eats. "We're at the mercy of these contractors we have no control over," he said. "We should see drivers with an Uber Eats phone and Deliveroo phone, and they pick up one order and then stand there with it and wait around for the next order. We're getting slammed by the customer." Well, you're meant to have... Oh, yeah, there you go. He said Burger Head, which turns over more than $1 million a year, is sticking with the platforms for now, but weighing its options. "We are still managing to be successful, but many restaurants are suffering, and the whole Australian restaurant industry is at risk." An Uber Eats spokesperson declined to say how many businesses ended their relationship with the platform. "We value our relationship with restaurant partners and work closely with them to ensure their experience with Uber Eats is a rewarding one," they said. The spokesperson said more than 24,000 active restaurants chose to be on the Uber Eats platform across Australia and New Zealand. "Establishing long-term relationships with our restaurant partners is very important to us, and we are committed to seeing their businesses succeed." So there we have it, guys. No one is winning in this gig economy. Because frankly, sure, you can make money doing this as a driver. I had a pretty fuel efficient car. I was doing it in the hybrid Camry, and I found it kind of just covered your costs. It was great for cash flow. If I needed some money in quick, it's great. You go out there and a week later you get the money. So in that regards, I saw it as quite good. When I had, over a holiday period when I needed some cash just coming in, cash flow, it was fine. I was essentially depreciating the value of the vehicle earlier rather than later to get cash coming in. But I guess it just wasn't as profitable. I mean, some days you could do really good, but not the food delivery. The food delivery never was. I had a mate who just did it hardcore. It was two of them. The girlfriend would go out, get the food, come back to the car, and they just move. And that's two people doing it. You don't want to compare that to the award wages. But then again, some people do it. You need to do it. Better keeping the money in than not. But these restaurants, I mean, it's just nuts. Why are they charging such a high percent? Because they can get away with it. Anyway, guys, let me know what your take on this is. Have you used Uber Eats? You a fan of it? Or are you not falling for the Kath and Kim ads? Thanks for watching. If you're a fan of the channel, like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to help us produce more content, I have a Patreon where you can make a small monthly donation. I also have Amazon, eBay, and Independent Reserve affiliate links. And we have our very own merch, Pocket Squares, made at Heise Says, on our blog. Unfortunately, you won't be able to get it in time for any parties tonight, but have a happy new year, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.